Hi folks, Bob Krebs, Sales Manager with Pure Pursuit Automotive, here to introduce you to our newest acquisition, this beautiful 2012 Mercedes Benz CLS 63 AMG. This is a beautiful palladium silver vehicle. This engine is a 5.5 liter bi-turbo V8 producing 518 horsepower. This is an absolutely monstrous engine. Although, believe it or not, if you watch it and keep it under the speed limit, you're going to get an average of 23 miles per gallon in this car, believe it or not. Moving to the front here, you got this large, wide open grill area here, and it's got the little inserts here as well. Lots of space here to pull all that air in that engine eats up. Beautiful distinctive Mercedes-Benz badging up here as well. And of course the engine maker signs each of these as well. Okay, moving on, you got your distinctive headlights here that are really, really beautiful. You've got a lot of beam area here that you got, Parktronic sensors up here up front. Moving here to this side, we've got 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels here with the 5 spokes in them. 6 caliper brakes, disc brakes in front up here with the slotted discs. Again, the V8 bi-turbo badging. These are heated mirrors so that in inclement weather, whether it be ice or snow, these will melt this off so your mirrors are continually unfogged. Beautiful gray again on this vehicle. You can see the leather interior inside, beautiful black with the accents as well here with some of the aluminum. And of course this beautiful burled wood as an accent as well. The back, very, very roomy. Again, leather back here, lots of space here. Got a center console for anything that you decide to put in there. 4 piston brakes back here. Fuel tank back here. Lots of space back here. This is a wide area back here that you've got to be able to place a lot of luggage, golf clubs, anything that you wish back here. And again, those seats fold down. You got the distinctive AMG floor mats here as well. And you have a compartment here, should you run into an emergency. You've got, again, a battery back here. And of course, you have the emergency wheel kit here, which also has a tire inflator, which you plug in. Again, lots of space. Got some side spaces here also. 12-volt pickup back here for any accessories. And you've got a little emergency kit here also, in case you need to utilize that on the road, should you need to. Back here, you've got the camera in the back here, which is gives you the opportunity to see everything in the back as you're backing. CLS badging, Mercedes-Benz and AMG. And of course we have the other feature back here that if your hands are full or your arms are full, you can go ahead and do the automatic close. Let's say you've got something in this side here, you've only got one arm, you just press that, step back, and it closes automatically, sealing itself. So the car is warmed up right now, and we're going to go ahead and start up so you get a chance to see what it sounds like before we go for our test drive. This beautiful silver, palladium silver vehicle on the outside has got this beautiful black interior here. You got the burled walnut wood here for the accents. And what we'll do is, this is the cockpit, so we'll go ahead and talk about it. I'm going to start from the left over here to just give you a general idea. As you can see, it has most of the typical instrumentation here. You've got the door handle, and of course you've got the settings here for memory so that you can set the seat, 1 person, 2 persons, or 3 persons for their individual comfort. Got your door lock and unlock here. Got your windows up, down, back, forth, front and back, and of course you got your mirrors here. You can control those from here also. Left mirror, driver mirror, passenger mirror, and set those wherever you want them. You got your headlights here. I typically ask everybody to just go ahead and keep them on automatic. That way you don't have to remember to turn them off, on, parking lights, whatever. So typically just leave that in the center position, which is automatic. Vents here. Got your speakers here for your beautiful 610 watt Harman Kardon 14 speaker stereo system, which is fantastic. Beautiful Alcantara leather here all around the inside of the headliner. Center console here. You got your fuel gauge on the left. You got your temperature gauge next to that. Speedometer here. And then of course you got your tachometer on the right. And yeah, that's a very throaty roar. The steering wheel is just perfect. It's got the beautiful 10 and 2 hand grips here that you can catch that. And of course the bottom here is slightly flattened out, which is just perfect for driving. When you're driving longer distances, rather than holding your hands up here all the time or here, you can slightly rest your hand here in this center position like so. Okay, we got the center console here where we've got the media center as well as the navigation system. I usually typically leave it on the nav system so that way it's always up, positioned and ready to go so that you're ready for a trip or going to a street address, etc. So at any rate, you can change a lot of these functions manually here on the console, or you've got some redundant systems here on the steering wheel, including the volume and some other bits of the Bluetooth, etc. So at any rate, let's go ahead and you can flip the radio on here, which you can control the volume from over here as well. And you can either do that manual here, or you can do it from the steering wheel. And of course, you got your manual control knob here. You got a 6-disc set here for your CDs that you can choose from whichever disc that you want. Again, navigation system here. You got your Bluetooth telephone system here. This one's ready, so that when you're ready to authorize that and put your plan into place, you can do so. It's got your again, the full sound of the car runs through the stereo system, so when you're operating from the Bluetooth, you can hear very, very well who you're speaking with. So, and of course, you can use different systems here. You've got your clock that you can actually see this analog here or digital here. So it's kind of cool to have that. It's almost too many clocks, but at least you have more than one. Again, Bluetooth here that you can set up. And of course, you got your keypad over here for the phone, that once you have that in, you can select there, or you can select your discs from there as well. This is your alphanumeric pad to operate several of those different electronic devices. So, moving down here a little bit, you've got your seat controls for comfort. On the left here, you've got the heat on the seats. You've got high, medium, and low for your seat heat. And you've also got the cool, high, medium, and low cool on the seat. And of course, you've got your parking sensors here that you can either turn on or off that will indicate when you're close parking. Sometimes people find that annoying, so you can turn that system on or off. On the right side here, you've got the seat controls again, same as the driver's side on the passenger side. You've got the cool on the seat, high, medium, and low, and you've got the heat on the seat, high, medium, and low, that you can select. Moving on down here, the same thing, in the same vein, are the creature comforts here of the vehicle. This is the system that you can control the heat or the air conditioning here. You've got a driver's side, which you can set either manually, or you can utilize this to set automatically as well to whatever temperature that you like. And you can turn the fan up or down here as far as the speed you want the fan to run at. And the same on this side. If someone on this side is a little bit too hot, or the other person is a little bit too cold, you can set that over here to a higher, or this side to a lower. That way both people in the front here are comfortable. And of course, as I said, down here you got your fan that controls all that as well. Center console here, we've got a space here for your drinks. You've got a beverage for each side of each person here. And you've got little holders here that grip your cup or your beverage that you've got inside of there. You have the very ergonomically correct and easy to put your hand on this, the shifter here. It's in park currently, and just a quick touch puts it into drive. And in this particular model, obviously Mercedes-Benz, you have to not only put it up as far as it'll go, but you have to actually press P for park to put it into park. Manual controls here for the same thing, the radio, the navigation system, etc. We'll go ahead and switch now here. You've got different settings here. You've got the Eco setting here. You've got a Sport setting, Sport Plus, and of course you've got manual setting that you can set this to for the different drives of the vehicle. And you can set the suspension here for a tighter or less tight suspension, and again, to maximize the driving effort. And of course, this flips this switch here for that, which is the AMC mode there, which you can turn that on and off here. Got a nice center console here that once you pull that open, you got a lot of space in here. You've also got a 12-volt adapter that you can plug your electronic equipment in to be able to charge that up as you're driving, or if you want to do whatever with it. You've got a lot of space in here that both of those. And you've got this area back here where you've got the vents, and you can the people in the back seat can set that for however they want back here, whether up, down, or off, or etc. You've got a space back here. They can place beverages, and a big, large open area back here. They can also place things. You've also got a 12-volt adapter here for electronic equipment that you'd like to recharge, cigarette holder, and an ashtray, so to speak, if you'd like to use that if you're so inclined. And of course, both of those close up. And topping to the top here, again, you've got the beautiful Alcantara leather up here on the headliner, and not only is it beautiful, but it's also sound deadening and sound enhancing for the stereo. I absolutely love being able to listen to a stereo when you've got this kind of backfill. From this, you can control the rear light here. You can also control several other different functions. You've got a light here on this side for the driver, kind of like airline lighting, and of course a light on the passenger side here for the passenger. This enables you to open up the sun/moon roof. I'll go ahead and open the first portion here. This has got the auto to where you press it once, it'll open, and of course you can go all the way back, and now you've got a beautiful nighttime or daytime area that you can have this open. It's like kind of like having a small convertible, because this is a large sun/moon roof up here. And of course that can be closed as well. And you can set this so that you can just have it vented. So once that's there, and you can pop that up just a hair, and that vents this so that you can open that up and just have it slightly slightly vented, so you have just a little bit of air coming in. So you've got several different functions to that as well. Okay, that concludes the tour of the cockpit of the car. So what we're going to do now is my favorite part of the night, and that's take it out on a quick test drive so you can get an idea what this thing does on the road, how it operates, and how smoothly this vehicle drives. This thing is absolutely amazing. We're going to go ahead and back up here and obviously check all your entire surroundings. And I know that although we've got a camera, I always tell people make sure you check your mirrors. Use this only as an adjunct because you'll get yourself in trouble if you rely completely on this. It's fantastic having these to be able to back and see where you're going as well. So this thing, as soon as you take off in it and drive, you can literally feel that throatiness to it. It's a luxury car, but the sport car comes out because, again, 518 horsepower is just sitting there ready to go. And in this particular case, this thing is just, you can feel it. And it's got that low rumble that you can feel as soon as you get it. You can feel it through your feet, vibrates all the way up through your body. We're going to go ahead and take this down a little straightaway here so you can get a little bit of an idea of the acceleration of this vehicle, capabilities of it. Check our traffic here. Okay, and away we go. This thing wants to go, believe me. It's definitely ready to go. And here we go. Yeah. And that's how you do that. This thing just is just right on the money all the time. It's responsive, and like right now, the bolsters, the seat bolsters that inflate as you're going around corners, let's say you're going to the right, the left bolster is inflating to hold you in that seat, just really, really tight. So that way, instead of rocking around, it's just kind of holding you through the turns. And it makes the driving experience that much better as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an idea of what the paddle shifters do here. What paddle shifters do essentially is turn a vehicle that's an automatic into a manual shifting car. So I'm going to put this into manual mode over here, and then I'm going to use this. The left is down and the right is up. So and it'll tell you right here which gear you're in. So I'm in first. We're going to go ahead and shift up. First, second, third, fourth. And it's just very responsive. And again, you could downshift as well. I can hear if I want to go down a little bit, drop her down another gear, and you could feel it drop down in case you want to kind of get into that again, and you can just shift right back up again. So I'm going to flip that back, and you can do that on the go here. So that way you can go from essentially a manual back to an automatic again, and now the vehicle is responding equally as well because it knows it's back in the automatic mode. So you don't have to continue to worry about whether you're shifting. It also has the automatic stop feature, so that when you pull up to lights, it's saving fuel for you. In this case right now, it's just sitting. The engine has stopped, and then when you're ready to go again, just a slight touch on the accelerator, the car fires right back up again. So it's extremely responsive. It's just an amazing car. I can't say enough about Mercedes Benz CLS AMGs simply because we've had so many of them go through lately. I've sold 2 in 1 week. I've had others that popped in, and I can't keep them in our dealership, quite honestly. So we'll go ahead and go down here. We'll turn around and head on back to the office here in just a second. But again, the car itself is just absolute luxury. At the same time, it is so sporty that you don't realize that you're in a vehicle that is so luxurious. Totally responsive, easy to drive, creature comforts, perfect Harman Kardon 610 watt stereo system, 10 gigabyte media center system. It's got everything that you could possibly need to go on a trip, for daily driving, or if probably even if you wanted, you could probably take it out on the track if you want with this much horsepower, because this thing was built to drive. Again, as I said, very responsive, easy to drive. It's one of those vehicles that when you're spending time in it, you become more comfortable all the time, all the while. I'm sitting here right now and I've got it adjusted to myself. I could drive in this car for hours and hours and hours, and I don't think I'd ever get tired. I don't think I could ever have some fatigue in the seat or the back or the neck. Of course, you've got this up here, you've got the stereo, you've got Bluetooth. It's just amazing the things you can do with this. You can set your music from your phone to the stereo system itself so that it plays your songs. The car is it's just built for everyone. Well, we're just about to pull back into the lot here, so I want to thank all of you for going for a test drive with me again. And as I tell everybody, you too can own this car. Give me a call at Pure Pursuit Automotive at area code 816-659-3027, and I'll put you in this car today if you'd like. I'm Bob, and we'll see you all later. Thanks.